No pressure, but if we screw this up, she kills us.
You never
Like, she'll just throw us right out the window.
Right.
Pretty much.
I'll throw you out the window. All they want to talk about is tech.
Yeah. Subpixels, man.
I mean,
They're a thing.
It's a proven strategy, I guess, but it's not really what we're interested in. What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I told you about last week, at the Consumer Electronics Show. I've been coming here for a few years now. I know you guys have been too. I'm here with my good friends, YouTubers in tech, Mr. Austin Evans of the Austin Evans channel, and Marquez Brownlee of the MKBHD channel. You guys are so nice to be here with me today. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
So I know these guys want to talk about tech all the time, but you guys know how bored I get of that. So instead, I'm going to ask them questions that they don't usually have to answer, and it might get a little weird because they are everyday YouTubers, just like a lot of you watching, and they probably don't put as much thought into things that I think about. So this is going to be very challenging, so don't be scared or anything, but...
I'm frightened, but okay.
I mean, I usually frighten you, so it's typical.
It's true.
So let's start with the obvious. Why are you at CES right now?
I'm here because I like tech and I like doing lots of videos on tech. So when there's a show all about tech with like 1 million people and 1 million new products, I'm there.
It's like a great opportunity to get a ton of content.
Yeah,
made.
same reason. Consumer electronics show, count me in.
Right.
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of cool stuff is going to be here, and that's what I want to check out. So.
Right. Well, there's like 120,000 people from all over the world that come to Vegas for this show. So with that being said, it's a great opportunity to not only see new product, but get to know people in the industry.
Yeah.
How does that benefit you getting to know people in tech, whether it's a brand itself or YouTube networks? There's a lot of YouTube networks in town. What's sort of the advantage to getting to know those people?
So other people who are here tend to like the same kind of stuff and do the same kind of stuff that we do. So that opens the door for collaboration. A lot of opportunities for if you're a YouTuber, other YouTubers, if there's other bloggers and you're a blogger collaborating on things like that, it opens the door to meeting them, putting a name to the face, and figuring out a way to work together, finally.
No, I totally agree. I think that's the reason why I like coming here so much, is because I feel like everyone at home doesn't enjoy talking about this kind of stuff as much as I do. Even when we went to dinner to catch up last night, we were like yammering on for hours.
A couple hours, yeah.
Just catching up like, oh, did you see that thing on YouTube that happened? Like, do you feel like that's a really good entry point, having that like level of understanding and being interested in the same things? That really kind of jumpstarts the conversation for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's actually how I met both of you guys. Like, we met at Playlist a couple years ago. We met for the first time while it was a Samsung event, but I love these conferences because a lot of times, you go for content, you go for this, you go for that, but you make all these relationships with people, you become friends, you start working together, you do videos like this that just kind of thrown together at the last minute, like, hey, you want to come do this? And it just kind of happens.
I love this because I'm like, I totally need a Savvy Tuesday episode, guys. Can we just like sit here and chat? And that's sort of why they're like, oh my God, what is she going to say? Be truthful, because I preach this in every networking video. Did you bring business cards?
I brought business cards.
You did?
I have them in my back pocket.
Okay.
And I have much more in my bag, so if someone asks for it, or if I find the opportunity, I've given one out today so far.
Okay, so I like to hear that because I always preach, the goal is not to give out every single business card that you bring. It's not to have, them spread out on tables, right? It's if you see a possible relationship for you in the future that where you have a common denominator in some way, or a business transaction could possibly happen, then that's when you offer the business card.
Yeah, I'm not shoving them in people's faces, but I met someone from Engadget who writes about tech, and that's a great opportunity. We talked about tech for a little bit, we exchanged business cards, now we can talk to each other more on Twitter.
Definitely. Did you bring business cards, Austin?
No comment.
Do you subscribe to my channel? No, I'm just kidding. This is so funny. We forgot to talk about this the other day because he went to my channel and was like, oh my God, I'm not subscribed. If I subscribe, everybody will find out.
I was subscribed to SCHMITTAUER, so that was your main channel for a long time. So I subscribed to that, like, okay, I'm good. Caught your other videos on Twitter
First world
stuff.
YouTube problems. Yeah. You realize you have so many channels and they're not subscribed to like certain
I'm just going to go now, I think.
Why did you bring business cards?
Well, it actually mostly came down to I didn't have time. So I've actually been rebranding lately, so I didn't have time to get my new logo and everything put on some cards.
Yeah.
I thought about literally 2 days before, and I was like, I don't have time for this. Yeah. So usually I do take business cards. I actually do have some cards if I have to, but they're old and they've got all my old information.
Yeah, and you do want to have something accurate that's forward thinking and showing that you have a brand and this is you're fully representing it. So probably better for you to not have them and just say, youtube.com/Austin Evans. Go look at it and you'll
Yeah.
get a really good idea. But it's also nice to not be forgotten. And when everybody takes home that stack of cards, I don't know what you guys do with your cards when you get home, but what you're supposed to do is follow up with people and not just throw them away. The idea is that you're actually going to have a future by discussing that with those people. So how do you then become memorable to somebody that doesn't get your business card?
I don't know. I'm working on that part still. I think a lot of what I do is I just get business cards and I follow up with people. I think I'm usually the one who kind of makes that. So, I start talking with people like what you did. Like I was there and we talked with the guy from Engadget. I get one of his cards. I'll send him an email afterward. Like he might not necessarily have my stuff, but at least I can try to catch up and follow up and see. So
there you go.
It's more one-sided, but yeah, a little bit of follow-up is always.
And another thing, it's not so. Part of it is about the other tech reporters and people covering it and things like that. But then the other half is all the exhibitors who are sharing their things like that. And I'm pretty sure if I was an exhibitor, first thing I would do when I got home from Vegas is go check out the coverage of what I was showing. See if I did my job, my boss would be happy.
Absolutely.
And if I find something from a YouTuber or a tech blogger or something who did a great job covering what I wanted, then I'll probably reach out to them and thank them for it, maybe want to work with them in the future. Yeah. And if you have a business card, it's that much easier to find them.
Absolutely.
That's a great point, actually, yeah.
Really, really great ROI sort of advice there. Thank you, Marquez. And thank you, Austin. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, as always. Make sure you check the links in the description for all these guys, because I'm sure it's like MKBHD and Austin. No, it's Austin, not Duncan. Long story. Let's not go there.
Don't.
But all of that stuff will be in the description. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as theirs. They make amazing tech content. If you're ever like, oh my God, I hate tech, I don't understand what this is, which is me, if you want to look up a certain product, they do a really, really good job of analyzing it and telling you like what the deal is, if it's good or bad or what you might like about it. So definitely check them out. And I'll see you tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday. That was perfect. That worked out perfectly. You guys did great.
We're professional bullshitters. That's what we do.
Honestly, as a college student, I can say that is what I do. A fair amount of my time is spent bullshitting professionally.
Perfect.